I'm so glad that you're joining us today on our devotion for a look at the book. Today I want to talk about the fact that we Christians will be judged. That's what Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Imagine this. Suppose that a man goes to sleep one night and awakens to find his house on fire. As the flames and suffocating smoke quickly engulf his home, the man only has time to try and save the lives of his family. He hurls a chair at a window, breaks the glass, helps his wife and kids through the opening, and then jumps to safety on the front lawn. Now, suppose that this same man also does not trust in banks, insurance companies, or savings accounts. So instead of putting his money in any kind of account at the bank, he has kept all of his cash and personal papers stuffed securely underneath his mattress. As the man is rescuing his family, he watches his house being burned to the ground. Sadly, the man immediately realizes he made a terrible mistake. All that he has worked for and saved for his entire life is being destroyed by the fire. It's gone up in smoke. Everything that he owns is gone. When the flames are finally put out, nothing remains but a heap of charred embers. Tragically, that will not be an imaginary scene for some Christians on Judgment Day. In 1 Corinthians chapter 3, Paul talks about that incredible future prophetic event known as the judgment seat of Christ or the Bema seat of Christ. On that day, believers will stand before Jesus. We'll not be judged for our sin. Praise God. That's put under the blood of the Lamb. But we will be judged for our Christian works. Paul describes that in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse number 12, when he says, if any man builds on this foundation of Jesus, gold, silver, and precious stones, that's what will remain. But some Christians will receive wood, hay, and stubble for a worthless Christian life. He goes on to say in verse 13 of 1 Corinthians 3 that the day will declare it because it will be revealed by fire, and the fire will try every man's work of what sort it is. That passage in verse 13, when he talks about our Christian works, God says he will make manifest or bring to light. That really means he'll take the cover off, and he'll do it by fire. The searing fire of judgment will burn away all phony and self-righteous works. Only that which is genuine will remain. That means if we build our lives on the right foundation, who is Jesus, and lay up treasures in heaven, those treasures will never be burned up or lost. Have a blessed day.